Welcome. This is Barry Jones from Angelic Wisdom, and we're here for our monthly Angelscope for the sign of Gemini for the month of February 2023. So before we begin, I'd just like to welcome everyone who is returning to this monthly series, and to also welcome anyone who is new to our Angelic Wisdom community. So, just sort of seeing things as I'm trying to introduce this video. And but I just like to, before I get into all of that, just remind you to select the all notification bell, subscribe, make sure you dislike the video, and also, most importantly, leave comments. As this reading is a collective reading with all of our I am presences, and it's really important that you are aware of that, and that whatever insights that you receive throughout the reading, that if you share them, what's coming to you, you will complete the reading as we're all receiving of this collective wisdom, angelic wisdom, together. So you never know who might need what your words in the comment section, and that's really how you develop a community online, because when people feel enriched by those of us, not just by what I'm offering, by what you're also offering, um, it just completes the reading itself. All right, and um, it's been a while since we've done this. It's this I think last one was September. We had the monthly angel scopes. So also, if you'd like to get an angel reading with me, you can go to my current website, theangelschool.com/services, and you can select for the month of February the first time promotional angel reading. It's open to everybody. And also, if you just like to contribute whatever amount, doesn't matter the size, you can select my PayPal me link, which is also below this video in the description area. Now, I'm also going to place there in that same area a link to the general monthly reading for February. So if you haven't seen it already, please go check that out. Okay. And the last piece is the format here for any of you who are new. The card in the middle will be a message from an archangel or a type of angel, and then that you'll be working with this month. And then the cards on the left and the right are from the Major Arcana, Minor Arcana, and from messages from your guardian angels explaining the energy that you're working with in this month that's influencing the month for you, or a lesson, etc. And um, the card on the right will indicate how that energy is going to show up in your day to day awareness, and maybe some guidance about how to work with it. Now, your guardian angels are very important to you. One, because they've been with you since the conception of your soul. Okay. And and so we keep forgetting about them. I don't want to say it. And they also carry your divine blueprint for your soul, and especially for this lifetime, and what your purpose is. And we get really into all the other angels and archangels and masters, and each one of them, plays an important role in our lives. But none of those roles are more important than your I am present, right, and source, or God, however you refer to it. However, your guardian angels, hmm, they're not like your assistant, your administrative assistant. Although, because it's kind of like that, but I would like to think of it as something like closer. Like, um, it's, I don't know how to express it really, but it's an important role that we should make sure to keep up with in your daily practice, to really make sure that you connect in with your guardian angel, because they're the ones that's constantly, first of all, unconditionally loving you. I mean, I wanted to say like a parent, or like a grandparent, or this that special relative who just is really connected to you, and it's just like, or that person, that human in your world who is your bestie, right? But more like a wiser person, like there's no way to really adequately describe it, but to understand that your guardian angel is the one that's always sending you inspiration and trying to guide you and trying to give you everything that you need. They're constantly the ones trying to give you the information, the insights that you need to make the best choices using your free will. So they're the ones that's right there all the time, in it with you. They even love you so much as that when something has to unfold in your life, because they want to protect you. Like, that's why I said like a parent, from everything. But there, when your soul says this has to happen so that we can learn XYZ, your soul, I am presence, higher self, however you want to refer to it. When that happens, then that angel understands and steps back and allows this to unfold so that you can learn that important lesson. But they will, right there, if you call on them, you ask them for help, they will help you um, in any way that you need. So really try to develop this important relationship with your guardian angel. And sometimes people have more than one guardian angel, but just be aware of that guardian angel. Okay? All right. So let's take a deep breath and let's connect in with your guardian angel. But first, let's call in golden Christ light to surround you. Just invoke this gold ray of light and to touch each of your 12 fifth dimensional chakras. See it flowing into your body, into your cells, and down into the earth, into hollow earth. And then let's call in your guardian angel. So we don't really have to call it in because it's always there. But let's just use the word acknowledge your guardian angel. And perhaps they might give you a name, okay? Or they might just give you a message right away. um, it could be, they might suggest a fruit or food that you need. And it may not make sense. Like I'm seeing peach. And it might be something that you need. Okay? But just know that whatever it is, that your guardian angel understands your needs. And as you start to follow that guidance, no matter how insignificant it seems, more of this communication will start to flow to you. And eventually, this will help open you up to receiving um, the information about your divine life purpose and more insights and clarity about your divine blueprint for this lifetime. And just about saying, I'm ready and I'm willing to receive. So, one of the things I'm seeing is that I don't know why, but they wrote the word table and with the peach, and I feel like they really want you to take time to sit at your table, or to prepare a meal for yourself if you've been eating out a lot, if you've been eating processed foods more, like eating something natural or supplementing sweets for some natural sweet like a fruit. But the idea is even this helps you to connect with your angels better, because the more natural um, experiences that you have in terms of eating and interacting with nature, or even products that are nature based and have fewer chemicals, will help you to align with the universe itself and um, and creation. But there's something about you nurturing yourself, okay? And they're showing me a bra, and a very big bra. And so the sense of the bra for me is about, the breast is about nurturing, the bra is about boundaries. But I felt like in this context, that you need to protect yourself more, by being more mindful about what you put in your body and how you care for your body. And this little bit of a shift is going to make a big difference. So even if it's just sitting at the table, and preparing something for yourself that's natural, it would just be such a loving gesture towards yourself, Gemini. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just get into the reading here. So this is Archangel Raguel, and it says, "Be fair in all situations, resolve conflicts." So his name means the friendship of God, and so it might indicate in this month that you will have some situations to work out, that you're having some kind of um, issues, and it could be um, with yourself. I'm seeing the word compassion, and you know, so it's easier to blame others and to pick out when we're not doing what we need to do for ourselves. Because when we don't take care of ourselves, there is a disconnect happening there. We're we're not willing to see that we need to do these things for ourselves, like a healthy eating healthily, exercising. When we struggle to do these things, we are, it's neglect, right? Plain and simple. And that means no matter how small the neglect is, it means that we're not receiving, we're not being open to the universe and to our divine connection. Because when we get our divine connection, will indicate some things that we need to do for ourselves, like to overcome, like exercise. When I exercise, I notice that it's harder for me to feel blue a lot. So if I stop exercising or don't exercise, then I'm neglecting. And even if I'm functioning well without it for the moment, at some point it's going to pile up on me. It's going to catch up with me. So why do we neglect these things and we make it about all kinds of issues? We have all kinds of reasons that we resist it. We come up with a million different excuses. And you know what I'm talking about. But it's important that we fix this relationship with ourselves, that we stop making everything that's good for us this huge fight, this huge conflict. Oh, I know I need to stop doing this. I have diabetes, but I can't, it's so hard. It's just not fair. Like this kind of stuff. And I think this is what it's really about. And so the point I was getting to is that if you treat yourself this way, then automatically you're going to start thinking that everybody else is doing it because it deflects from the real perpetrator of this, say, disrespect. If you're noticing, oh, they don't respect me, this person doesn't respect me, they're treating me this way, or this person always, and you're making this person the center of your life by they are the ones who have all the power now. That is a symptom of some minor neglect that you've allowed to kind of get out of hand. As soon as you start turning around and developing this relationship with yourself where you no longer fight with doing what's right for you, and that's not just physically, but could it be like paying your bills, like, or taking care of responsibilities, doing them on time or whatever, um, taking your medication, keeping up with your healthcare visits, whatever it is, doing that kind of thing. If you're fighting with it, making up excuses, saying you don't want to do it, blah 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 blah, then you're going to see in your outer world the same fight and resistance towards you. So in order to get rid of that, take care of yourself. All right. So the energy is here. This is the star card. And so this is a very positive card to get in the deck, tarot. And it's indicating here, um, you know, things turning around for you, that there's hope. That if you start this journey of of healing and reconnecting with yourself, that you will find that you start to feel connected to the universe in a completely new way, that you feel um, hopeful, that you even see your own potential to contribute and to the growth and the healing of the environments and communities around you. Your whole relationship with life will become um, fulfilling naturally. And the card from the bottom of the deck, the page, I'm sorry, the Minor Arcana, is the page of Earth. And it gives me a sense of like maybe you've been wanting to learn about something, right? Or it might require that you do learn about some things. So the things that you've been resisting, and I want to say, like, when we resist something, we don't realize it, but this is going to sound horrible and harsh, but we become kind of ignorant all of a sudden. Meaning, like, we may not, we may, we, the information that we use for our excuses is not based in some kind of research, right? It's just like something you came up with. Your mind just does that kind of stuff, just like it comes up with somebody else being the reason for everything going wrong, or how we don't see that the the lack of value that we believe others have for us is because we're not valuing ourselves enough, and so all of a sudden we become ignorant. We can't see straight. We can't see where things are really the root cause of things. We can't trace it back to how this really started without blame, right? So um you know being a little bit more, instead of just just accepting these excuses is like do a little bit more research, dive into um, the facts really about your situation, and see, like I'll give you a great example. So I've been so freaked out by um, you know starting an LLC and the different types of taxes and all. And do you know, last night, so I did finally find a tax accountant, but this is just because of the way I feel incompetent very easily. And I discovered that one of the books that I had, the Holistic Tarot, written by Benabel Wen, I think that's her name. She had, this is like 900 pages. This book. I mean, it is, and her work is incredible, but it's just overwhelming for me mentally. And I was skimming through because I was looking for a chart on something for on the tarot, like the seasonal correspondences. And I find in the back that she had written a whole thing on the business and about the taxes, explaining LLCs and everything. I mean, of course, I could have found it online, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like you don't think, like I don't think about Google when I'm afraid, and all I can think of excuses, right? So this is the kind of thing that can happen. And here, because she is a tarot person and she was talking specifically about the business of tarot, this was the resource I needed. And if I had read the book in the first place a long time ago when I got it, I would have had that knowledge a long time ago, right? The point is that it's there, right? And we just neglect ourselves and we force ourselves to live a certain way. So do some research, okay, um, about some of the things that you might have been making up excuses about. Just keep asking or keep looking until you get what you need. All right. And this relationship dynamic within yourself is going to shift. There's hope, there's light at the end of the tunnel. But just keep probing, keep hanging in there, and stop attacking yourself and start loving yourself. All right, so I sent you lots of oh my goodness, lots of luck. Okay, yeah, how about that? I send you lots of love and angel blessings, and have a beautiful month of February. God bless you.